Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, okay? That white dot coincides with that black dot. For everybody who wondered, what the heck is that black dot?
Yes.
Right? That lines up and makes this lens go perfectly flat. If you're a little bit right and a little bit left, it's gonna be wonky, it's not gonna work. So whenever you put that on there, then you'll rotate it to the right just underneath these numbers. So it'll go up and it'll turn. It will not click. Everybody waits for a click, it won't click. Okay? So I peeled everything toward me. Now I need to get this lens in my hand. How do I get the lens in my hand? Remember with the underneath with the rubber bands? If you grasp the rubber bands, you'll be able to get the lens. For my explanation. I know. So you go, I've done this so many times. Okay, but I don't ever do it with gloves on, so I'm cheating. So once you get it, now we've got it picked up, now we're sterile. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend. And I was never a tech, you know, I had to learn how to do this, just learning how to do it. So now I'm gonna come over here. See how I have this all?
Yeah.
How many? I've seen this as like a hot mess too, right? Where it's just like a ball and everybody's like, you know, hugging it. So just grab onto it, come underneath, put it on the white, and then attach it. Can't fall off now. Yep, you twist to the right. So I'm gonna go left and take it off. So you see that angle right there? It will not go on. You can't make it do it. You can make it do it. I've seen them make it do it. But put it underneath the black piece, rotate to the right. You feel it get tight, and it's done. Okay? Now, we're gonna go front, then we're gonna do our handles, then we're gonna go around the back, then we're gonna go over the top. Front, handles, back, top. Okay? So now that I'm here, I'm gonna go over the front. I'm gonna go around my handles, right? I'm tall, I have long arms, so I'm cheating. I'm gonna go over the back. Then I'm gonna go up. This is where my nurses come in handy. Who's my circulators? Circulators. So you'll grab underneath, and you'll start going, go nice and easy, and scrub techs or nurses that are scrubbing are going to feed. All you're gonna do is sit there. See what I'm doing? I'm just kind of fluffing it, right? And then, oh, I can't reach this one, or you're gonna say, hey, watch that one, it's getting hung because it'll tear. How do we move the microscope? Straight through the drape, move it down. See how easy that is? Instead of going like, you know, doing this thing. And then we grab onto it, and we can move it right back up. I'm gonna kick that elbow in just a little bit, like we're actually gonna use. So now I'm gonna pull it up. And in the orientation that it's in, we have two options. Right here on the right and the left. You see how it kind of splits? I'm sorry, I know you're videoing here. So you see how it splits the center? If I go this way, I can do it, or if I go that way, I can do it. Right here it says right front binoc. This one says left front binoc. Those are your front two. When we have that side observer piece, you'll understand why. If it's on the right hand side, that's the one that goes to it. Okay, but for now we can kind of choose. The one in the rear, back here, says rear spine binoc. Rear always goes on the rear. If for some reason you get that lens to go on without the white tab, right, and you figure it out and it says rear in the front, you're backwards, you're flipped. So it'll work, you can get through it, but it's gonna be ugly, okay? So now I just take this strap, put it above. I'm just gonna grab one for the sake of grabbing one right now. Okay? Just kind of walk it in, nice and easy. Now everybody understands perforations on these, right? These little tabs outside of the white are meant to be torn off. So what I do is either just grab the tab and open it. You can open both sides. Open both. Kind of get this thing to open. I'm not really grabbing on this side, you notice? Then I'll start to pull down. Okay? Remember these numbers I was talking about, getting it on 0? What I do on these is I strap it on top of the numbers for these short binos. And then I do this. And I stuff it back. So they can verify that they're 0, 0. They need to be able to see that, right? I'm gonna do the other one. Right on top of the numbers, not super tight, but tight. And then you just walk it back. Those are the harder binos, okay? The ones in the rear are pretty easy. See this hanging? Leave it here. I'm gonna do the rear ones right quick. Same deal. Different set of binos. These have a longer extension on them. They're a little bit more versatile for the back person to be able to get comfortable. That's why they're longer like this. You put those just behind the numbers. Put these just behind the numbers. So now, it's looking like we're getting there, right? But we still got this. So what do we do with it? Who knows my trick? Right? Here's what you don't do. Okay? Exactly. This is natural. Everybody does this. You know, everybody that I see that listens to my in-service and goes, okay, they'll all come in and they'll have an eyepiece over that. The doctor's sitting there working and I'm like, y'all need to aisle band that like now. Okay? So I grab onto this, stuff it in the dead space. This is all dead space. Nothing in here is going to affect anything, okay? And now I have my strap. Okay? So check all your slack. This first one that's hanging right here is called the belt. When we wake up in the morning, we put our pants on, we put our belt on first, right? So that's why I like to do this one. Some people start with the back for whatever reason, I don't know why. That's why I start here. So from right here, you find your tab, and you can pull it just straight off. You don't have to worry about the drape ripping. I know some other thinner drapes, when you go to pull this thing off, it'll tear a hole in it. Okay? This is the hard part. Your tabs. Fold it. I'm not even going to use my fingers to get it to peel. See? You see the trick? Fold it and just kind of walk it so you're not sitting there going like this. Just a little trick. Okay, so now if it wants to go this direction, let it. Okay? So we're going to go over the top. We're going to go around. I have long arms, so I cheat. Around and to itself. See how tight I am? I didn't go all the way through trying to really squeeze it, okay? Now this one, stand on this side where it says tear, tear, and tear. Grab this, pull straight down. And it tears off, okay? Lift. Check your drape. Unfold. Same thing. Easy. I've been trying to work on a different way to do this, so y'all let me know if it's actually easy with gloves. That's just
I've never had any problems.
good, good. I know some that just really struggle. So, okay. Oh, no, that one came down. It's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this, we're going to lower it so that I can reach over the top. We're not going to go super tight. We don't need to go super tight. Dr. Moore is a tall guy, but he doesn't need it real super tight. Okay, one more. Okay, perfect. And then circulators, other nurses. In the back here, what I like to do, this elbow is a big movement point. So when they want to condense the microscope, and so what I do is I just kind of shake it from the inside, like that, so that it gets all that air out. There'll be like a big pouch right here, and I go from the top. So they're never going to be standing back here where they're going to be touching anything on the top, right? So we're pretty safe. Grab it, tie it in a very loose knot. Very loose. Leave that one hanging, and if that one dropped down, just snip it as you guys are draping it. Okay? So now we're going to go up and watch that knot as I condense it. I still have slack. If you do that super tight, it'll pop it, and they'll hear this big boom, you know? So now, this kind of doesn't look very clean. Remember how many rubber bands we had?
2.
2. So I'm going to grab 2, just like my scrubs do, put them around my wrist. Okay? So you come over, and we're going to address this lens right here. What I like to do, pull up all the slack. Pull everything up away from the lens. There's a lip right here. Grab underneath that lip, and you can get that rubber band on there. Try not to hook it on the tab, but get it actually around the black piece, and go over the top. Round, over. Then I'm going to take my other one, I'm going to come over, I'm going to go from this way, like that. And then I'm just going to take this plastic, like this. How do these handles look? Nice and loose. Nice and loose, right? Expose the buttons. I just like to do this. This is just something that I like to do. Some of our surgeons are not familiar 100% with these microscopes, so they kind of look at the button to see what it is, where if it's like that, they're not gonna be able to see it, okay? Remember, this is just a tool. They should just be able to grab it and go. Cool? So now, if I did everything right, I should be able to loosen this and check movement. So it feels a little bit tight right there. Pull a little slack. That's good. ACDS, sometimes they get a little crazy, and then I'll go 90, come to 0, and I'll go 90. So now we can go cross table, or we can, so if I'm cross table like this, we're fine, and then whenever they say, I'm gonna go to the other side, you go turn it to the left. Tell them which way to turn it, right? Or just reach up there and go, and hand it to them. So you're like, here you go, doctor, and then they go, oh yeah, thanks. As they get over here, they grab it, and it goes the right way, okay? So pretty simple for these